Hey, welcome to the Moorhead Sports Center for tonight's Section 8 game with our Moorhead Spuds. We will entertain the Brainerd Warriors. Moorhead coming in here with a record of 8-1-1 on the season, 4-0 in Section 8 play. Brainerd, who's also off to a good start at 7-4, 3-2 in Section 8. Their last game, they're coming off a loss against Roseau 6-2, where Moorhead had a nice win on Saturday 6-0. Moorhead just coming on the ice. We'll have starting lineups here in a moment. Just some statistical information here. Goaltender for Brainerd starting will be Erica Folan. She comes in with a nice 1.23 goals against in a 9.51 save percentage. Taylor Cresson will be in the nets here for the Spuds tonight. And again, 1.42 goals against in a 9.40 save percentage. So both goaltenders should be outstanding in this one. And we'll get here the starting lineups from our public address announcer. So here we go with action tonight. Some of the statistical information. Leading scorers for Brainerd. Their top goal scorer for Brainerd is Peyton Lemure Molly Polkamp with 8 goals. Peyton Lemure is their leading scorer, 2 goals, 7 assists. And Levi Lemure chips in 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Brainerd not scoring a lot of goals so far, but they're not giving up a lot of goals, so I expect that's their MO tonight, is to try and keep it in a tight, low-scoring hockey game. Moorhead is very balanced in their scoring. Leading scorer is Olivia Corton, 9 goals, 17 assists, the leader with 26 points, followed by Ella Holm with 8, 11, and 19. Goal scorers for Moorhead, also 5 goals for Taylor Brusky, 5 goals for Addie Mose, 5 goals for Madison Hansen. So those are your top kind of point getters, goal scorers for Moorhead and Brainerd. Face off here for the start of the game when Brainerd gets the helmets on and gets ready to roll. Taylor Brusky will be taking the draw for the Spuds. Molly Polkamp is the center for Brainerd High. So the Warriors again coming in, 7 wins, 4 losses on the season, and the Moorhead Spuds again, 8 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie, and it's been on a roll as of late. Brusky wins the draw here as it comes back, slips by Maddie Hansen and down deep by Brainerd. Cassabud with it on her stick. Quickly over to Bernstrom. Tries to get it to Brusky, but it rolls off her stick. Cassabud's going to win the race behind the net, chip it up the wall. Momentarily off the ref and back to the corner where Cassabud has it again. Cassabud trying to turn back. Madison Hansen will come back and pick it up and take it up the ice for the Spuds. Looks like she's going to beat her to the right side. Oh, Brusky just sneaks in just barely, and the whistle will be called there for an offsides. So 31 seconds in, and it looks like both teams will make a change here at 16:29 here in the first period. Face off now, Corton, won by Brainerd. And pushed down towards the Spud zone. Well, Lucy Wilson will hustle there. She gets poke checked momentarily. Now Corton gets over to Mose. Mose chips it up to Holm. She's coming through the middle of the ice. She takes the puck wide and gets bumped off her stick there by Belloff. And still Holm picking it up. She comes around the net, gets it to Lucy Wilson, takes a shot. Blocked there, doesn't quite get it to the net. Strami now coming down the boards. Tries to put it out front, hits the side of the net, and it goes back to the corner. Picked up there again by Brainerd temporarily, and now hustling over. Looks like Holm's going to beat another Brainerd Warrior to the corner. She's battling there with Ford. Ford switches it over to the other side, but Strami is there for the Spuds. Now it's on the stick of Engstrom. Corton bumps it off her, picked up now by Holm. Holm gets it to Wilson. Wilson back deep, and Mose will pick it up behind the net. Mose makes a move, trying to get it to the front of the net. Still with the puck on her stick is Addie Mose, who gets it to Strami. Strami takes the shot, not quite strong enough, but is now going to pick up a minor penalty here, and it looks like Strami will go to the box for 2 minutes for roughing, I guess is going to be the call. So it'll come back to the right-hand side of Taylor Crescent. No shots so far. 15-13 remaining here in the first period, in a 2-minute minor for Annika Strami. Brusky, Hansen, Cassabud, and Bernstrom will take the ice here to start the penalty kill. Hansen with it now behind the net. She slides it over to Bernstrom, who is going to just go to Brusky, who goes back to Hansen. Hansen with some speed through the middle, and she's going to look. She takes it in deep, goes around the net, still with the puck, bounces it up the boards to Bernstrom. Bernstrom has it roll off her stick just momentarily, and Brusky will put a little pressure as Polkamp picks it up behind the Warriors' net. Hansen now comes over to cut her off, and Cassabud's able to turn it back over and send it back a little bit into the Brainerd zone. Brainerd now coming up the ice. Lemure has it, slides it over to the far side. Brusky has it. She goes to the far wall where Cassabud will pick it up, and looks like she's going to send it, but she gets it back to Hansen. Hansen now with it. She plays around with it, and it's a turnover back in deep in the Spud zone. Bernstrom now working it, and Corton will get it on her stick. Corton's going to sprint out of the Spud zone, one-on-one as she comes down the ice, and will kill a little bit more time. We're down to 52 seconds remaining on the Brainerd penalty, or excuse me, on Strami's penalty. Puck slides out to the net and pushed aside there by Folden. Corton now with it behind the net. Picked up now by Cowie for Brainerd temporarily, as Holm is pinning it up against the wall to eat some more clock. Now Corton with it. Nifty little move. She walks in. No, she gets taken down. And we're going to have a penalty here on Brainerd. And that'll even things up, as we are going to have a penalty. It looks like number 12, DeRusser, will go to the box for a 2-minute minor for hooking. So the Spuds will go 4-on-4 for the next 25 seconds, and then they'll get their first opportunity here on the power play early in the first period. 13:38, Mose battling in the corner now with Salvobold. Gets pushed over, Lucy Wilson in deep. She's got it on her stick. Trying to make a move, comes through traffic, sticks knocked out of her hand, and we're going to have another penalty on Brainerd for a slash. So the Spuds now are going to get a big opportunity as they'll line up with a big power play opportunity, as their captain, Molly Polkamp, goes to the box for a 2-minute minor for slashing. So 12 seconds remaining here on the Spuds penalty, and they'll get a big opportunity early in the game. Mose wins the draw, gets it back to Salvovold. She rips one off. I think it was drawn to the corner by the goaltender, and Spuds still have the puck as they push it back. Moorhead now at full strength as Strami gets to the ice. 13:08 remaining here in a 5-on-3 for Moorhead. Mose with the puck. She makes a little nifty move, trying to walk it out, poked off her stick. Still in the corner. Mose gets it back again. Looking for a little help. Now she pulls it away. Lines it up behind the net, gets it to Strami. Strami's going to wheel and shoot, and Folden's going to get a toe save, pops back up to her glove, and we'll have a whistle here at the 12:43 mark. 119 and 106 remaining on the two penalties to Brainerd, and Moorhead will get their top power play out with Brewski, Hansen, Corton, Holm, and Casabud. We'll go out and we'll see what we can accomplish here. Face-off won by Corton to Casabud. Casabud brings it to the middle. She looks, she goes back to Corton. Slides it over to the corner. Hansen puts it back to Casabud. Casabud brings it into the middle. She gets it over to Corton. Corton's going to shoot, and a nice save there by Erica Folden, high off the shoulder. Corton gets it back again, tries to pass it back, but a vacated spot by her, so nobody is home. Brewski will come back. 40 seconds remaining now on the first power play. Hansen with the puck gets it back to Brewski. Brewski gets it over the line now. She's going to hold it up and set it. She goes back to Hansen. Hansen fires, but it's right into the shin pads of the Brainerd Warrior player, and it's back out to Casabud. Casabud with it now. She goes over to Hansen. Hansen pulls it back and makes a pass. It's picked off for a second. Sloppy play there by Spuds, and it'll go down the ice. Missed opportunity there. Crescent will push it back up to Corton. 8 seconds remaining on the first penalty. Corton will bring it in. She's going to set it. Gives it to Holm. Holm drops it back to Casabud. Casabud brings it to the middle. Now Brainerd just one short. Brewski now with the puck. Down to Hansen. Hansen tries to go back, and again, misfires. Passes to nobody. Corton now with the puck is going to bring it in, and she's going to bring it in off sides, and that'll do it here as Brainerd is back at full strength. So 11:22, the Spuds managed to get a couple of shots on net, but to no avail here in the first period as we are still scoreless on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard. 11:22 now. Stepping in to take the draw for the Spuds is Haley Melquist. Now it's down in the corner. Heineman with the puck, battling along the wall. Melquist comes over to help. Heineman falls down and is still battling there with Malquist. Malquist now has the puck. Heineman now battling along the wall. Comes back towards Strami. Strami tries to pull it back. And we're going to have another penalty, this time on the Spuds, as Malquist will go to the box for a 2-minute minor, I believe for interference, but I'm not totally sure. we are going to have another hooking penalty on Haley Melquist. So the Spuds now will go shorthanded here, 10:53 remaining here in the first period. Face-off won by the Spuds, but Strami pushes it back up. Now it's back over to Polkamp. Polkamp slides it down to Bailiff. Spuds in the corner trying to battle back. Strami trying to get a handle on it. Mose is there, gets pushed back up to Polkamp for Brainerd. She tries to shoot fans on it, and Mose is able to clear the zone. Polkamp looks like she's going to win the race to get back to it. She slides it over to Lemure. Lemure back to Polkamp. Slides it up, tries to slide it up, and it's picked off there by, shot by Mose. She hits the crossbar, and Wilson will push it back around to the other side. Salvovold trying to battle. Polkamp comes out with the puck, pushes it up the ice. Tipped there by Lemure, and it'll go down. Down goes Wilson on top of the puck. Strami trying to battle it there. Corton and Holm now in the top spots for the Spuds. Now picked up by Brainerd. Brainerd's going to dump it in. Partial change for them. Strami and Holm battling over on that side. Now Strami slides it over to the other side towards Wilson. Comes back towards Strami. Brainerd still without a shot here on the power play. 37 seconds left on the penalty. Wilson will now pick it off. She's going to send it the length of the ice. Corton's going to hustle down. Both her and Cowie from Brainerd battling for the puck. Folden does a nice job of pushing it back up the wall. Holmes there. She tries to drop it back to Cassabud. Cassabud now with it. Hits Corton on the move. Corton now gets tripped up going into the zone. She goes down, loses her stick. She's going to go to the bench for a change. Brewski will take her spot. 6 seconds left here on the penalty. And Brainerd now with the puck behind their own net. Holm will go for a change. Moorhead now back at full strength. Hansen, Salvovold, Brewski on the ice for the Spuds. On the front side, chipped there by, and Brewski will get to it in the offensive zone. Goes off her stick. Nice job by Salvovold to get it to Brewski. She just couldn't quite make a move there as it got down to her. Blocked there by Bernstrom. Blocked again. Hansen now with the puck. She goes to Brewski off her stick, and Brainerd will move it back up. Slides it back across, and they're going to dump and go for a change. Cassabud looks like she's going to get there first. Cassabud slides it up the wall. Hansen tries to get a stick on it, and she doesn't, and we'll have a whistle here. 8:10 left in the first period. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Spuds. And not many scoring opportunities. Probably the best one so far was Mose, who rattled one off the crossbar about a couple minutes ago. Now Brewski will take the draw. Goes up the wall. Hansen coming on it, and Grammer will get it behind the net. Grammer has it, holding on to it. Tries to chip it across. Hansen now with it in center ice. She comes through, trying to make a move around her, gets it down to the corner. Brewski's going to give her a helping hand. She wins it. It goes to Clute. Clute gets it to Brewski. Back over to Salvovold. Salvovold's going to take it. It gets blocked. She drops it back to Grammer. Grammer goes back to Salvovold again. It gets blocked again. Hansen now behind the net. She tries to get a handle on it. It goes back to the corner. Clute now slides down. She has it on her stick, but it gets turned over there, and they go up off the wall. Melquist now with it temporarily on her stick. Back to Clute, back to Grammer. Grammer gets it up the wall, pushes over to Melquist. She comes in with some speed. Nice move there. Gets a shot and a nice save by Folden. So the Spuds put a little bit of pressure on. And again, zone time has been pretty good for the Spuds. Opportunities have been few and far between for both teams as we get down to 7:13, about halfway through, a little more than halfway through here in the first period. Melquist will take the draw. Brainerd has it, chips it up the wall. Nice job by Toma as she gets it out down into the Spud zone. Wilson now with it. She rings the boards over to Stage. Off her stick, but not out. Strami does a good job of chipping it back to neutral ice. Off the skate of Malquist for a second, and Brainerd picks it up. And that's Neuwirth as she pushes it up the ice and down into the Spud zone. Strami now brings it around the net, looking for someone to move the puck to, and slides it to Melquist. Up the wall, off her stick, turned over again by the Spuds and dumped back into the Spud zone. Strami now with it, over to Wilson. Wilson to Melquist. She gets it over to Heineman, off her stick, but she's able to recover and get it in deep and go for a change. Moe's hustling down for the Spuds. Picked up behind the net by Engstrom as she slides it over, and now Polkamp has it. Another delayed penalty coming for the Spuds as they will pick up their third penalty here in the first period. Brainerd still with control of the puck. Now Casabud will pick it up, and the Spuds will be shorthanded once again as Mose will go for interference here at 6:08 of the first period. So third penalty here for the Spuds, and they'll have to kill off another one. So Casabud will shoot it down the length of the ice, and Polkamp will be back there to pick it up, and Corton puts a little pressure on, moving it up through the wall to Lemure. Slides it over to Wharton. She brings it in. She takes a wide angle shot, and it's gloved there by Crescent. And we'll have a whistle here with 1:38 remaining here in the Spuds penalty. 5:46 left here in the first period. Shots are now 4-2. And Brewski and Hansen will come to the top side. Bernstrom and Casabud are on defense. Polkamp now with it for the Warriors. Slides over to Lemure. She tries to go. Nice push there by Casabud. Hansen now with it. She hits Brewski. Oh, just up and over, and it'll be offsides. Brewski just got in there a little bit early, and the Spuds will have to line up again for a face-off in the neutral zone. Nope, they're going to push that one all the way down. Not sure what the thought is on that, but it'll be what it is, and we will line up to the left of Crescent here at the 5:30 mark. Brewski stands in against Neuwirth from Brainerd. Won by Brewski. Casabud has it. She tries to get it out and does not. And they get a little soft shot towards the net. Easy glove save by Crescent. And it looks like Corton and Holm will jump back to the ice for the Spuds. Not sure why we don't ice the puck, but apparently we're trying to make some type. I'm not sure what happened there, but again, face-off is won by Brainerd, and now Bernstrom has the puck on her stick. Over to Casabud. Casabud now does the right thing, gets it up and off the glass, and Corton will beat everybody down the ice for the Spuds. She has it now, home out front, slides it out front, and that's turned over right there to Engstrom. Engstrom trying to make a play. She goes back behind the net to Cowie, who swings it through the middle. Off the stick of DeRoser, but picked up now by Polkamp. Polkamp rings it back in. Crescent makes the stop. Now Wilson has the puck. She tries to ring it up the boards, and it stopped right there. Now she has it again. Puts it off the wall to herself. She's going to use her speed and come out of the zone. She comes with Holm. Holm is right with her, but Wilson still has the puck. Slides it, tries to slide it back out front, and Holm will pick it up there. Holm goes back in deep, and she goes for a change. Spuds are 10 seconds away here from being back to full strength. Hansen and Hansen battling there along the wall. Her and Salvovold up front. And soon I'm guessing Brewski will be on the ice as she pops onto the ice as Mose is off, and we're back to full strength. Hansen now putting on pressure down in the corner. Ends up on the stick of Brewski. Brewski is going to go back down low. Hansen tries to hit Salvovold out front, but it's going to go all the way back to the neutral ice. Casabud now with it. She drops it back to Strami. Strami over to Casabud. Casabud back to Strami. Now it goes to Salvovold. Salvovold chips it in, and it looks like it's going to end up on the bench, and it will. 3:35 here in the first period. Shots 4-3, and the Spuds are back to full strength. Each team has had 3 penalties here in the first period, and hopefully things settle down and we can just play 5-on-5. Brewski there in the draw, won by Brainerd. Goes back, but now it's picked up by Casabud. Casabud goes to Brewski. Brewski carries it, tips it off the wall down towards Selvold. Selvold's hustling down. Turned over there as Selvold does a good job. Brewski almost has it for a second, but good job by Wilson to come down the wall and find it. Picked up there by Brainerd as Ford picks it up, looking for someone. Hansen puts a little pressure on her. Her and Brewski are battling along the wall, and it comes back towards Brainerd. Kossabud, and that's going to go off sides. Nope, they're going to dump it in clean and go for a change. Kossabud now with it. She's going to ring the boards to Hansen. Goes by her into neutral ice. Here comes Brainerd. In, shot over the top of the net there by Engstrom. Pinned up against the wall momentarily. Picked up now by Kossabud. Turned over by Polkamp. Goes out to the center of the ice, and it's poke check there by Stage. Malquist now going down to the corner to battle up against Polkamp. Pushed over towards Lemire, other way around. Polkamp in the down low. Kossabud now with it. She's going to ring the boards over towards Stage. Engstrom is there. Now it goes back into neutral ice where it's picked up by Brainerd, and now on the stick of Finnegan. Kossabud now with it. She tries to bump it up towards Heineman. Heineman off the stick and off Malquist. Kind of goes into the zone, but now it's turned over. Lucy Wilson now with it. Neutral ice goes back into the defensive zone to Strami. Strami up the ice to Sage. Stage makes a couple moves. It's turned over there, and Brainerd dumps it back in to the Spud zone. Pushed up there now. Corton will pick it up. Corton chips it off the wall. She's pinned against it, and it's picked up by number 25. That is Toma. She pushes up the ice, but Holm will pick it off there. Strami over to Wilson. Wilson will give it back to Strami. Now it's up towards Corton. Corton does a nice little move as she comes in. She slides it over towards Holm. Nice poke check there by Ford as she was able to get the puck to the corner. Now Mose has it. She makes a couple moves, push to the corner where it's picked up by Corton. Corton gets bumped off the puck there, and it's pinned up against the wall. We're down to the 1:07 mark here in the first period. Now it's picked up by Corton. Corton tries to go towards Wilson, but it's picked off, and it's chipped back to neutral ice. Holm will get there quickly. Gets back up the ice. Brainerd with a full change. Holm now with it, trying to find somebody. Goes behind the net. Mose is there. 44 seconds left here in the first period. Mose tries to get through traffic, doesn't make it. Here comes Polkamp, the full head of speed. And she'll dump it in, and Crescent will hold on. 33 seconds left here in the first period. Spuds will go for a full change. Shots are 4 apiece. Been a long while since the Spuds have found the way to the net. Good job of Brainerd of holding people to the outside, and they're playing a lot of dump and chase hockey to eat some clock. And we are scoreless with 33 seconds left here in the opener. Kossabud now with it. She's going to ring the boards. Doesn't quite get out. Brewski gets over there. Tries to knock it out to no avail. Kossabud now with it on her stick, which we'll get down to the 22-second mark. She dances it up. She hits Brewski. Now it's a 2-on-2. Brewski turns it over. Comes back, and I think they're going to have a breakaway. Kossabud's got the hook. She might have slowed her down enough, and she did, but we're going to go to the box again for another penalty here. And probably a good choice on her. She definitely was, Polkamp was in all alone. Brainerd's asking, I believe, for the penalty shot. I don't think they're going to give her that, but definitely going to have a penalty here on Kossabud. So Kossabud will go to the box here. I'm not sure what the confusion was there, but now we will have the drop of the puck. Brewski wins it. Nope, it ends up on the sidewall. It goes back to Polkamp. Hansen out, nice block by her, and that should eat up the clock here in the first period. So 4 penalties is probably the key to that whole period is, again, spending a little too much time on the PK. But Coach Kraft will get it figured out, and they'll get a moving here in the second period. So after 1 from the Moorhead Sports Center, On your Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, your Moorhead Spuds have not put one in the net, and neither has Brainerd. 0-0 as we will go to the first intermission. Spuds 5 shots to 4 with Brainerd. Again, we're scoreless. We'll see you in 10.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your Boss snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Teams are back on the ice here at the Moorhead Sports Center to get ready for period number 2 action. First period goalie saves, 5 for the goaltender Erica Folden from Brainerd and 4 for our Moorhead Spuds goalie Taylor Crescent. Not much really chances for scoring in the first period. 3 penalties for Brainerd, 4 for the Spuds. And I'm sure the message was to clean it up, play a little 5-on-5, get your feet moving a little bit, and get something going for the Spuds. And for Brainerd, they did a good job of controlling what they can control, keeping the Spuds to the outside, keeping the puck in deep on some turnovers, neither team was really grandiose, so to speak, on the power play. Brainerd will start here with a minute 54 as Casabud will serve the remainder of her time in the penalty on a hook. And it's my understanding that it was called a penalty shot, and Brainerd decided they would rather have the power play. As you do apparently get a choice on that, and that's what was going on, the discussion between the refs and the bench of Brainerd. At least that's the information that I collected in between periods. So the teams will line it up. Corton, Holm, Strami, and Wilson on the ice for the Spuds. Stepping in for the face-off is Bailiff and Corton. Corton wins the draw back to Strami. Strami picks it up, and she's going to flip it up the wall. Polkamp tries to block it, and it goes to neutral ice where Corton tries to put a little pressure on. Brainerd moves it quickly back up. Strami, nice job as she pushes it away, but Holm comes back to help her out. In gets it back to neutral ice. Polkamp quickly back over to Lemure. Both Lemures are over on that side, 15 being one of them, 16 being the other. They dump it in deep, and the Spuds are going to win the race. Strami, great job, up off the glass and down the ice. Spuds get a couple new players. Brewski and Hansen pop onto the ice. Wilson now picks it off. She goes down, going to be a penalty called. Now Brewski has it. She walks to the middle, fires just so wide of the net. Strami now with it. She pokes it back to Brewski. Brewski to Wilson. Wilson bumps it back off the wall to herself, rips one high off the glass. Strami does a nice job. Now Hansen will pick it up on the neutral ice. Clock still ticking on the penalty for the Warriors, and they will finally touch it up. And we will go 4-on-4 for 49 seconds. Crescent will pop back into the net for the Spuds as she had hustled off for an extra attacker. So the Spuds will pop out. Mose and Salvovold will pop onto the ice here for the 4-on-4 with Strami and Bernstrom. For Brainerd, face-off will be taken by their captain, Molly Polkamp, as she wins it quickly. Brainerd brings it up the ice. Kicker has it. She tries to make a move. Mose gets it chipped back, and it comes out to neutral ice. Strami has it. She slides it over to Bernstrom. Bernstrom tries to get it in deep, but it's picked off there by Brainerd. Brainerd's going to shoot at the length of the ice, but it ends up on net. Still 4-on-4. Salvovold goes off her stick to neutral ice. Dump back in again by Brainerd. Brainerd really content on just dumping the puck as much as they can. 17 seconds left here on the Casabud penalty. Chip there off the Salvovold stick. Moses hustling down the ice as she tries to chase her down. Brainerd now with it on the stick of DeRocher. Slides it over to Lemure. Lemure coming in wild on Strami. Spuds now at full strength. And Brainerd gets a nice opportunity as it's just wide of the net. Coming up the ice now is Casabud. Casabud coming up the ice by herself, makes a move, another move, puts it in, and a nice save by Folden. So the Spuds now will bring out their power play. 51 seconds left on the Brainerd penalty to Bailiff. And Corton will step in to take the draw. One by her back to Casabud. Casabud with it on her stick goes over to Brewski. Brewski has it now. She tries to bring it to the middle, slides it down to Hansen. Hansen will roll back to the top to Casabud. Casabud slides it over to Corton. Corton back to Casabud. Casabud to Hansen. Hansen now with it. She takes a shot and a nice save there by Folden as Brewski tries to put a screen on. Better puck movement there in the power play for the Spuds. 31 seconds remaining. Shots now even 6 apiece here in the second period. 14:25 left. Corton gets the draw, but it goes to Polkamp. She chips it up the wall to Lemure. She tries to get it out. Nice block and picked up there by Holm. Now Brewski with it. Slides it over to Hansen. Hansen back over to Brewski. Brewski gets it in the middle. Goes towards Hansen, who goes back to Casabud. And through her stick and down the ice. Quickly back up to Brewski from Crescent. Brewski slides it over to Casabud. Casabud with it. Dances back. beats her player and back up the ice, back to full strength as Brainerd. Now Kossabud bringing it into the zone. She has it on her stick, rolls off. Picked up now by Brainerd. Picked off by Brewski. Brewski tries to get a handle on it, falls off her hands real quickly and back towards Brainerd. Now Hansen looks like she'll hustle back and get to it first. And the Spuds, again, both teams at even strength. Back up to Corton. Corton brings it up the ice with some speed. She gets through the middle. She's got a player beat. She cuts in, and it slides off her stick and right out front. And Folden's able to cover it up with 13-17 left here in the period. Nice job by Corton. She used a little bit of speed. Didn't quite get there, but made Folden make a save and covered it up front of the net. And the Spuds now will bring out the line of Malquist with Heeneman and Stage. Wilson and Strami on defense. Face-off won there by Moorhead. Heeneman now with it. Tries to make a pass back, but it goes back out to neutral ice. Wilson now with it, back to Strami. Strami moves it quickly up to Heeneman. Heeneman will dump it off a leg and down into the corner where it's picked up by Brainerd. Nice job by Malquist to get it loose. Stage there and there. No, another nice save by Folden as a little backdoor pass. And Heeneman was able to get a stick on it and push it back out front of the net, and a nice save by Erica Folden, who's had a fantastic junior season for the Brainerd Warriors. Brewski now with it. She wins the draw, goes to the wall. Salvovold pulls her down, but it looks like we're not going to have a penalty, are we? Yes, we are. So she will go to the box, and again, the Spuds will be shorthanded again at the 12:46 mark. Face-off was long on the wall, and Salvovold got the stick in there, and unfortunately we'll go to the box here. Fifth penalty here for the Spuds. Brewski now with the face-off. One by her goes behind the net, but Brainerd ends up with the puck on her stick. Wilson harassing her there. Now Brewski and Hansen in a cross ice. Nice setup there by Brainerd and a save there by Crescent. Wilson now with the puck. She bumps it over to Strami. He should be able to get the clear. She goes up off the glass and it goes down the ice. Hansen now over to it, but Brainerd gets it back, but it's back on Strami's stick. She should be able to send it to the length of the ice, and she does. Brewski's going to get there first, or Polkamp. Brewski does not get there first, but Hansen's over there to help her out. She gets pinned a little bit along the wall, and it comes back up, and Brainerd Lemure chips it back towards Wilson. Wilson now is going to turn and go. She chips it to the corner, and she'll go for a change. No, just Brewski will go for the change there. Back up the ice. And Lemure brings it across the line. She dumps it down to the corner to Newich. She still has the puck on her stick. She slides over the wall towards Engstrom. Still along the wall there. Strami trying to battle. Hansen gets in there, and she's able to clear it down the length of the ice in the Spuds. 47 seconds left in the penalty to Salvovold. Home and Corton on the ice for the Spuds, and Brainerd quickly tries to get it back up. Bounce back to the zone. Spuds got to clear the zone to get back on sides. Now Brainerd moving it back up over to the stick of Wharton. She brings it across the line and will set it up along to the right of Crescent. Corton does a nice job to get it loose, but it goes back to the corner. Strami now battling, gets pinned up, does a nice job of kicking it free. Corton now with it. She gets it on the line, the stick knocked out of her hands, but does a great job of getting it back out to neutral ice. Brainerd now coming back quickly. Not sure who the penalty is going to be on this time. Strami's going to go back to the box, and Strami will go for a high stick. And at 10:55, the Spuds will have another penalty. Salvovold, 9 seconds left on her penalty as she'll come back onto the ice. Brewski will take the draw for the Spuds. One by her. Good job by Brewski. Brewski might get a step on her. She cuts in. She's got a break. Here she comes. Oh, just wide of the net as she bangles there. Back out to Kossabud. She can't get a stick on it. Brewski now still with it. Tries to go cross ice. Now it's on Salvovold's stick. Bumped off hers. And Brainerd brings it back up the ice. Nice job by Brewski on that shift. Great opportunity there for the Spuds. Casabud now dances up and down the ice, slides it up to Hansen. She's got it now. She's got a chance. She pulls one back. She fires, but it's off the skate of Polkamp, and she'll pick it up back behind the net is Lemure. Back to Polkamp. Spuds, minute 16 left on the kill. Hansen now turns it over, and she dumps it, but it gets back to Polkamp. She goes cross ice to Lemure, but she can't handle it. Bernstrom now with it. Casabud trying to make a play. She slides it back to Bernstrom. No pressure at all from Brainerd. Onto the stick of Addie Selvold. She tries to slide it over to Hansen. Can't quite get it there. Brainerd's going to fire it down the length of the ice. And that'll get us a stoppage of play here with 9:45. 51 seconds left on the penalty to Strami. 6 penalties on the Spuds has really taken a toll on their opportunities to score, but yet they had a couple golden opportunities here on the kill. Brewski had a breakaway, just about finished. Corton now with the face-off win. But it's bumped down, and Wilson will pick it up in the neutral ice. Over to Holm. Holm comes in quick. Over to Corton off the back of her heel and picked up there by Brainerd. DeRoser now coming up the ice for Brainerd. Casaba does a good job of taking her off her skates, and it's rang over towards Corton. Corton puts it up. Here comes Casabud. She wants the puck on her stick, and she's got it. Tries to make a move, and it's off the pads of Folden. Chip back out. Wilson out there. She's going to bump it back in. Picked up by Corton. Corton in the slot. She comes across. Slides it back down to 13 on the Strami penalty. Brainerd's going to shoot at the length of the ice, and Crescen's going to play it. She's going to throw it back up. Maybe ill-advised there to play that. It would have been a whistle or an icing on Brainerd. Now Brainerd with it. Moorhead back at full strength. Corton with it now. She's going off the wall. She gets it back out to neutral ice. Holm bumps it off her. Now here comes Salvovold. Salvovold with Corton and Holm. 3-on-3. Holm peels off for the change. Nice opportunity there, and it bounces back to the goaltender in Folden. So we're halfway home here in the period number 2, and we're still scoreless. Shots are 9-6. And I would say the total there for the Spuds definitely has been hindered by the penalties, and Brainerd just didn't get a lot of opportunities there as the Spuds did control the puck even though they were down a man. They've been down 6 out of the minutes played in this period. They've been shorthanded, and they need to stay a little clean. Now Grammer with the puck out neutral ice. She gets it off the wall. Salvovold hammers it in. Brewski's going to put a little pressure on Engstrom. Goes over to the corner, comes up the wall. Grammer's there, does a nice job of keeping it in. Bounces back out. Here comes Lemure for Brainerd. Chipped off the wall, picked up momentarily by the Spuds, but now Grammer does have it, and she'll turn back towards her own net. She dumps it back over to Clute. Clute's got an easy out to Hansen, but a little slow on it, but still get it out to Brewski. Brewski has it turned over. Hansen picks it up, bumped off her stick. Grammer tries to get it in deep, but can't. Now Hansen with it. She's walking in, she's looking for somebody, drops it back to Malmquist. Bounces over. Malmquist now with it behind the net, trying to make a play. Chipped up the wall. Wilson will be first to it there. She tries to make a move. Now it's on Malmquist's stick. Nice save and a shot there to go! As Wilson's going to pick up the garbage on the backside. And the Spuds will take a 1-0 lead at the 7:28 mark here of the second period. Nice opportunity for Malmquist, who put a great shot on off the pad. And Wilson slides down, finds the loose puck, and buries it here. And the Spuds will take a 1-0 lead. So the Spuds on their 11th shot finally get on the board. Brainerd wins the faceoff. Coming up the ice now is Brainerd. Malmquist does a nice job at getting in the way. And here comes Brainerd back. They're going to dump it in. And it'll go behind the net where Strami will be first. Heineman gets it out to neutral ice with a little help from Malmquist. And we'll have an offsides. So let's see if we can play a few minutes here 5-on-5, which would be preferred, I'm sure, for both Coach Kraft and Salvovold, as I'd like to see their team play a little 5-on-5 for the rest of the period. Face-off slightly won by Moorhead, but bumped a little bit deep, but Casaba now with it on her stick. Turns it back up. Chips it off the wall. Malquist will get to it. Back now in the Spud zone. So the assists go to Henneman and Malquist, and again, Wilson cleans up the garbage. Nice goal, and the Spuds are off to a 1-0 lead. Malquist now with it, coming through neutral ice. She tries to get it over to Stage. Stage now with it. She brings it in, and it's chipped off her stick, picked up by Engstrom. Here comes Engstrom up the ice. She takes it wide. Bernstrom is riding her towards the boards, and Engstrom wisely pulls up and takes a look. Still with the puck. Tries to slide it out front, can't get it there. Lemieux now deep in the corner with the puck, but turned over. Corton, who's on the ice, chips it back out to neutral ice. Corton now using her wheels. She'll come in by herself, 1-on-2, makes a move, makes somebody miss. Folden with a nice save. Now Grammer with it. She puts it towards the net and goes back over. Clute now with it along the wall. Off her stick, lost and picked up now by Polkamp. Polkamp gets it back out to neutral ice where Grammer will dance with it a little bit and bounces it off the sidewall. And a little confusion there, but Holm gets it back over to Clute. Grammer now with it. She gets it off up to the stick of Corton. Corton coming in, looking for Holm. Holm tips it, but just goes wide. Moes with it on her stick. Trying to slide it down to Corton, but gets tied up along the wall. Corton gets over there and trying to dig it out. A battle of 4 people over in the corner, 2 for each team. Puck going nowhere as it looks like Polkamp's got it pinned. Now it falls behind where Holm will pick it up. Nice job by Holm by being in the right spot there. Now Clute with it on her stick. Trying to make a play, but it's turned over. Polkamp brings it out. Holm's going to chase her down and gets it back over to Grammer. Grammer goes up the wall. And temporarily it's in the zone. Now Corton has it. Corton looking for somebody. Gets it out to Hansen. Hansen now with it. Trying to make a move. Bounces it off to Wilson. Wilson now with it. Skating it down to the same corner as where it came from. Strami now with it. Strami takes a shot and a pretty easy save by Folden as she picks up save number 13. 14-6 now shots. 4:41 left here in the second period. Brewski will bring her line out, countered by Brainerd's. Looks like it's number 3. Bailiff will take the draw. 1 by Brewski, out to Wilson. Wilson gets to the middle, still looking. Wilson going for a dance. Not sure where we're headed here. Down to the corner. Salvovold now with it. Tied up in the corner. Unfortunately, it looks like they got tied up helmet to helmet there as they got hooked on the face mask, and we'll have a face-off. I believe it'll be down to the right of Folden, and it will. Brainerd's going to get a change there. Don't see that one very often, but it happens as they got the face mask hooked up, and we will go to another draw. Brewski will step in against Neuwirth. 1 by Brewski. Hansen gets it back to Strami. Strami a little late on the shot, and it bounces and partially blocked to the corner. Now Brewski with it. She gets it back to Wilson. Wilson's going to take the shot, and Folden will eat that one up. Coach Kraft yelling out some instructions to the Spuds. Brewski will step in again, and Polkamp will step in here for the Warriors. 4:12 left here in the second period. Shots now 15-6 in favor of the Spuds. 1 by Brewski. She gets it back to Strami, who gets it blocked. Race between her and Lemieux. One there, pushed back up by Brewski. Turned over. Brewski now coming in. Got Salvovold with her. Tries to get it over to Salvovold. Goes under the stick. Addy tries to dump it back in deep to Brewski. Brewski has it. Tries to get it to Hansen. Hansen gets it to Kosabud. She fires it over the top of the glass. Now it's pushed back in. Hansen and Salvovold both battling for it. Brainerd gets it, but pushes it out to Wilson. Wilson back to Hansen. Hansen to Wilson. Wilson's got it on her stick. Goes to Kosabud. Kosabud now is going to circle the wagons. Give it back to Wilson. Wilson's going to fire. It's off the back of the net. Hansen has it now. She gets it over. Tries to get it to Wilson, but it doesn't pan out. Wilson gets it back over to Kosabud. Kosabud's going to go cross ice, and that's going to go the length of the ice here for a whistle. 3:10 here remaining in the second period. Good pressure there by the Spuds, or at least controlling the puck. Shots remain 15 for the Spuds, 6 for the Brainerd Warriors. 1-0 here late in the second period. Malquist will step in. She'll be across from Bailiff, and the faceoff is won by Brainerd. Push back towards the blue line. Now Malquist with it. She goes back up to Stage. Stage turns it over there, and it's on the stick of Casabud. Now Stage with it. Gets it over cross ice, trying to hit Casabud. And it's going to bounce around, and it's going to end up back towards Casabud. But there, Brainerd gets it off the stiff of Finnegan. She's going to dump it down, but Bernstrom will win the race down to the corner. Now it's along the sidewall, battling along. Over to Bernstrom again. She bumps it back to Casabud. Casabud's going to get it. Goes back to Bernstrom again. And Casabud will circle back around. Heeneman's got a lot of time and space, but it goes off her stick. Now she'll get it, gives it back to Casabud. Casabud tries to slide it to Heeneman. They push it back out to neutral ice. And here comes Malquist, who comes back to help pick it up. She's going to shoot it, and that's going to be icing on the Spuds. 2:12 remaining here in the period. And we remain here 1-0. Goal scored by Moorhead by Lucy Wilson in a 1-0 Spuds lead. As we step in here for the faceoff, it's Corton, and she'll be countered by North. Faceoff won by Corton, right to Lucy Wilson, who tries to bump it off the far wall. Offsides temporarily on Brainerd. They get clear, but Holm races it back up the ice. She comes in clean with Mose next to her. Still handling the puck is Holm. Holm gives it over to Strami. Strami gives it to Wilson. Wilson's going to try and walk it down. She shot, again blocked. Wilson with the puck still. Turned over there. Chip back to neutral ice and down into the Spud zone. A race there. Strami's going to win it. She picks it up. Nice pull back around, but it goes off her stick. And Brainerd's content to bang it down. Go for a change. Off the wall now. Offsides temporarily again, but Corton has the puck. Corton brings it across the red line, chips it off the wall, down to the corner. Brainerd bringing it up the wall. Hanson putting some pressure on. She turns it over. She gets tripped up, no call. Corton now with it. Corton in the corner. Corton still dazzling with it as she can. Now Brainerd's going to be content to fire it down, but it's off the stick of Casabud, so icing will be waved off. 1:06 left here in the second period. Still 1-0 Spuds. Casabud with it. Ends up towards Strami, Strami now moving it. Hanson off her stick, but it gets turned over. Great chance for Brainerd. Great save there by Crescent. And the Spuds lucky to get out of that one there with a great save by junior Taylor Crescent. Now up off the glass. Hanson trying to race across. She comes cross ice. She's got Brewski with her, but it gets bumped off her stick. No, she still has it down to the corner. Gets checked against the wall. Brewski now with it. She goes off the back of the net. Hanson now underneath her skates, didn't see it. She tries to put it back out. Looks like she got it back towards Lucy Wilson. Wilson's going to go cross ice to Brewski, but it's tipped there. Brewski now puts it back towards Bernstrom. Bernstrom over to Wilson. Wilson's going to tee one up high off the bar. I think it just grazed the crossbar. And with 9 seconds remaining here in the period, we are still 1-0 Spuds. So Kraft yells out his instructions. I'm sure they're going to try for a set play here. And it ends up in the corner, and Brainerd's going to try and skate it off. And that'll probably do it here in the period. Shots for the second period in favor, 9-2 in favor of the Spuds officially. And it'll be 15-7, I believe, will be the correct on the board is what I'm reading anyway. Again, Wilson with the goal, and that'll do it here for the second period. So second period intermission. And again, on the Bert's Truck Equipment scoreboard, your Moorhead Spuds 1, Brainerd Warriors nothing. We'll be back in 12 minutes for third period action.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day, and in return to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful, and it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Hey, we're back here for third period action from the Moorhead Sports Center. About 40 seconds away here from the puck drop. Still waiting for Brainerd to pop onto the ice here as the Spuds have come back out. Just a recap, second period. Shots 9-2 in favor of Moorhead Spuds, and officially a 1-0 lead off a goal by Lucy Wilson, with the assist from Melquist and Heeneman were announced to go with it. Key here for the third period, I would say, for Spuds would stay out of the box, and for Brainerd, obviously, to create some offense, as they've only had 7 shots on the net of Crescent. Crescent's made some couple really good saves to hold Brainerd off the scoreboard. And here comes Brainerd back onto the ice as we get ready here for third period action. Brewski will bring her line up. Brainerd just a little slow getting back to the ice. I think the refs are getting a little bit annoyed and ready to go. So here we go. Refs are ushering them back towards their bench. And we'll wait here as they do the Warriors cheer, and we're off and ready to go. Brewskill stepping in. I'm assuming it'll be Polkamp for Brainerd, and it will. As we start here, third period action from the Moorhead Sports. So here's the drop of the puck. Face-off won by Brewski. Bernstrom gets it on her stick. Salvovold trying to get a handle on it. Can't quite get it deep. Brewski trying to battle there. Polkamp comes back with the puck. She's going to attack Cassabud. Easy blocker save there, and Salvovold gets it out to neutral ice. Hansen racing there. Brewski's going to get there. She's coming with a full head of steam. She's going to fire one. She hits just off the side of the net. She's going to get there first. It's going to bounce off the pants of a couple people. Cassabud's there to chip it back towards the corner. Salvovold now trying to get in there. Brewski gets there first. She puts it back towards Bernstrom, who mishandles it, and it goes back to neutral ice. She mishandles it again, and Brainerd is able to clear it down. Hansen tries to get there, and they can't quite connect as Cassabud just out of the reach, and we'll have a whistle. So a little sloppy play here to start the third. Just mishandling of the puck by the Spuds. Things I'm sure Coach Kraft wants them to clean up and expects them to clean up, because they definitely are better than that. Face-off won by Court, and Wilson will bounce it over to Strami. Strami to Home. Home gets it back to Corton. Here comes Corton up the ice using her wheels. She's going to turn the corner, get by, slides it over. Mose has a good opportunity and a nice save by Folden. A little bumping around out front of the net after the whistle. And Folden will hold on at the 15:56 mark here on the Burt Truck Equipment scoreboard. Corton will step in here. Faced off by Bailiff, won by Corton. Corton gets it to Strami, who circles it back around towards Mose. Mose tries to get it out front. Wilson's going to fire one. She scores! So a good rip by Lucy Wilson, And the Spuds will add to the lead here and go up 2-0. Goal scored by Lucy Wilson here at the 15:47 mark of the third period, and the Spuds will double up their lead to a 2-0 lead early in the third. Face-off won again by Corton. Wilson hits Corton in stride. She's going to use her speed again. Pulls up, tries to slide it to Mose. Can't quite get it there. Off the stick and back, turned over to Brainerd as Wharton comes back up. Still with the puck. She's going to dump it in deep. Wilson now with it. So Mose and Holm will get the assist on the goal. Or Corton and Mose, excuse me. I take that back. And now it's turned over by Lucy Wilson on the stick of Lemure. She fires it wide. Strami now with it. She's going to chip it up the wall. Holm gets it. Nice little back pass over to Corton. Corton wheeling in. She has one beat. Nice little nifty move. Gets to the middle. Cassabud gets it up to keep it in. No, I guess I was wrong, as it will be whistled offsides. 14:48 here in the third. Spuds lead at 2-0. Shots now 17-8. Early here in the period. The Spuds have had a couple on net and a nice blocker save earlier by Crescent early in the period. Face-off won there by Brainerd. Coming up, Engstrom. She tries to get it up the wall towards Polkamp. She battles along with Stage. Stage holding it up against the wall. Pushed back. Engstrom gets it back to Polkamp again. Polkamp with it now, tries to get it over to Lemure. Lemure's got it. She's trying to beat Cassabud to the net. Cassie's not going to have nothing to do with it as she pokes it back along the wall. Here comes Cassabud up the ice. Wheeling and dealing. She comes across the red line. Slides it over to Heeneman. Heeneman drives down towards the corner. Tries to get a pass off her stick. Keeps it on her stick. Still has it. Goes back towards Bernstrom. Bernstrom over to Cassabud. Cassabud going to fire. High off the glass. Just about kills Egg there in the old box to turn the light on. Back to Cassabud. She tries to one-time it. Back in deep again. Engstrom has it. Flips it up off the glass. Bernstrom's going to try and keep it in. Now it's tied up along the wall. Malquist is going to come out of the pile with it. Gets tripped up. Stage trying to help her out. Trying to battle it back. Brainerd now with it. Trying to get it out to neutral ice is DeRoser. She gets it down towards the Spuds end. Stage with it now. She's going to go cross ice. Icing's waved off. No, icing will be called. And it'll come back to the right of goalie Taylor Crescent. So Brewski will line it up against North, and the faceoff's won by Brewski. Grammer a little slow getting there. Brewski will get it back. She tries to do something with it. She turns it over. Grammer now with it. Gets it over to Hansen. Hansen with it. She'll turn it back and tries to bump it back towards Grammer. Grammer goes off the wall towards Brewski. Just kind of a little sloppy play here as it's bouncing around, and Brainerd has it. Tries to go to the middle. Brewski now with it. Brewski going with Hansen. Hansen has it on her stick. Gets it in deep. Brainerd now shoots it around, but looks like Brewski might get there. Nope, up off the wall. Grammer now with it. Grammer tries to go in deep, and it'll be picked up by Hansen. Hansen has it, tries to get it to Salvovold, but she can't quite get there. Now Grammer with it. Grammer goes back, and that'll be icing again. Just a lot of sloppy play here by the Spuds tonight. Just missed passes, missed opportunities just to move the puck up the ice. And at 12:35, Spuds still leading there 2-0. Shots remain 17-8 in favor of the Spuds. Corton will step up against Polkamp. Won by Brainerd. Lemure now with the puck. Slides it back towards Polkamp. Nice job by Corton to get in front of that and gets it to home. Here comes Corton now. Corton chips it off the wall in deep. Has the puck for a moment, asks for a little help from home, it looks like, and she'll get there. Now towards Mose off her stick, and Brainerd chips it back out to Lucy Wilson. Wilson now with the puck goes over to Strami. Strami gets it quickly to Mose. Mose mishandles it temporarily, but still has the puck on her stick. Makes a couple nifty moves trying to get to the net. Wilson now with it. And she turns it over. Here comes Lemure up the ice. Peyton Lemure with the puck. Great job by Strami to bounce back and get a poke check there, and Wilson will pick it up. Onto the stick of Corton. 3-on-2 for the Spuds. Coming in. Brainerd got caught a little in a change, but do a good job of covering it back up. Mose now with the puck and home. Corton down there also. All trying to battle to get it back. Nice move there by Brainerd as they'll get it back, and it looks like that's going to go for an ice here. 11:28 here, and we will have another face-off to the right of goaltender Erica Folin, who's done a nice job. Both goaltenders have done a real good job here tonight, keeping pucks out of the net. Spuds have been able to bang in a couple. Brainerd still looking for their first. Face-off now. Won by the Spuds. Heeneman with the puck, takes it around the net, tries to stuff it in off the skate of Folin. Puck still loose, a little bit of a pile-up. Now Brainerd will get the puck and get it back out to neutral ice. Good job by Heeneman. She strips it back off her stick, and it ends up back to Kossabud. Kossabud over to Bernstrom. Tries cross ice, and that's going to end up here in the stands. And we will have a whistle at the 11:01 mark. If they stop the clock. Must have either forgot to start it or forgot to stop it. Not sure. Well, now he stops it. 10:53 left here in the third. And Kossabud will have it behind her own net. She tries to pass to herself, but it's turned over to Lemure. Lemure to Lemure. Back over to Polkamp, but she misses it. Nice little pass by Brainerd to set up a nice opportunity for Polkamp to bang one in. Kossabud now will ring the boards towards stage. She pushes it back towards her own end. Bernstrom now gets there, trying to make a play. Comes up in the front of the net. Big stop by Crescent, and she'll hold on. And the Spuds are going to make a change here. So Polkamp had a great opportunity there for Brainerd, just can't quite get a stick on it. And she'll step in against Brewski here now. Face-off one. Strami gets it, bumps it off the wall to the other side. Salvold chips it back to neutral ice. Brewski comes hard, but to no avail. Now back to Brewski. Brewski slides it over to Wilson. Wilson slides it off the wall. Back to Hansen. Hansen fires one towards the net. Brewski gets the rebound, stuffs it around. Can't quite get it to go home. Another save by Folden. And there's a pile-up on top of the goalie, and we're going to blow it dead. Not sure what the whistle was for, but he blew it dead, and that'll do it. Good opportunity there for the Spuds as Hansen handed it off, or was given the puck to her, took a shot. Brewski almost circled around and stuffed one in. And the Spuds are going to make a change here as they will go with Corton, Martinson, and Dilstra will step out here for the Spuds. Martinson with it. Nice, tries to get it to Dilstra. Wilson comes flying down the lane. She's able to keep it in. Goes back to the other side, picked up now by Brainerd. Get past Strami. Great back check there by both Corton and Dilstra as they get it back. Strami now with the puck. Dilstra tries to go cross ice to Martinson. To no avail. Corton has it, and she goes to Dilstra. Dilstra gets it over the red line. Gets taken down there, no call. Wilson will scoot back down the other end. Rings the boards over to Martinson. Martinson goes off her stick. Brainerd now with it. Goes out to Engstrom. Engstrom fires one wide of the net to the corner. Dilstra can't quite get the clear, but now it's on the stick of Wilson. Wilson will shoot down the ice, and she will get it deep. Still driving is Wilson. Wilson trying to get her third goal of the night. Now it's chipped back down to the Spud zone. To Strami. Strami has it. Strami chips it over to nobody over on the far side, and it's dumped back in. Now we're right back where we started, back behind the net. Bruschi has it. Bruschi will bounce it off towards Hansen. Hansen gives it over to Salvold off her stick. Bruschi streaking down the ice. Bruschi now with it in the corner. She gets it back. Still with it. Looking for somebody, and she misses. Clute going to the net. Quickly Crescent back up to Hansen. Hansen's going to turn it up. No, she's going to drop it off to Clute. Clute has it. She gives it to Bruschi. Bruschi trying to find Hansen as she calls for it. She gets in the lane. Now she's got it wide. Hansen with it. Gets bumped against the boards, but still maintain possession. Back over to Grammer, who misses it, and it goes back out to neutral ice. Grammer now hustling down as she might get beat. No, she got there first. Bangs it up the wall. Nobody there. Grammer with it now. Hansen over to Corton. Goes into the zone. Corton makes a nice little move. Still with the puck is Corton. Mose with it in the corner. Mose gets taken down temporarily, but still able to maintain the puck. Corton does a good job of getting it back. Slides over to Casa, but Casa rips one off the glass, and that's going to go wide over to Bernstrom, all the way back around. Bernstrom goes to home to Corton. Corton walking in just off her stick temporarily. Still has a Casabud now with it on her stick. She walks to the right, tries to fire it back towards the net. Mose is going to get there first, tries to get to Corton and does. Corton back to Casabud. Casabud with it out of the blue line. Slides it over to Bernstrom. Bernstrom's going to fire. Oh, it's just wide of the net, but Corton's able to maintain control. Brainerd, no. Corton's going to bring it back out, and Brainerd's going to escape for the change, but here comes Corton. She's going to bring it in back to the middle of the ice. She deep in the zone, comes back around to home, and then back over to Corton, back to the corner. To Casabud again. Spud's dominating here. Puck possession time anyway as we get down to 6:27. Spud still with the puck. Brainerd now going to finally come out of the zone as it's Finnegan bringing it up the ice. She goes down. Corton tries to dump it, and Brainerd's going to send it all the way down for the icing. 6:12 left here in the 6:11, excuse me, left here in the third. Spuds now shots 21-9, 2-0 on goals from Lucy Wilson, who has them both here tonight as we get to the last half of our third period. Malquist steps in. She gets the draw, rings it back around. Heeneman off through her stick, but Strami is there. Strami pushes it back to the corner. Heeneman now battling. She gets railed up against the wall. No call there. And Brainerd will chip it back out to neutral ice as Wilson will race back towards the Spuds end, and she picks it up. Lucy goes across middle of the ice to Malquist. Now Heeneman with it on her stick. She tries to go up, and that's going to end up in the net, and we're going to have a face-off to the right of goaltender Erica Folan. 5:43 left here in the third. And we're going to get a new puck as the last one did not come back. So Malquist, Heeneman, Stage, Strami, and Wilson. Polkamp lines it up. Face-off won by Brainerd. Lemure now. Peyton Lemure comes up. She chips it off the wall. Lucy Wilson races back to the corner. Rings it back around. Malquist just about has it off her stick. Now it's on Polkamp. Polkamp with it now. She makes a little move. Wilson does a good job at least getting a stick in the spoke, so to speak, and knocks it off the stick. Lemure with the shot. Over to Wilson to Heeneman. Heeneman now gets it blocked, but gets it at least out to neutral ice. Onto the stick of Stage. Stage bringing it down. Rips one off the goaltender Folden from a wide angle shot. Hansen now with it out the blue line. Gives it over to Clute. Clute carries it. Dumps it all the way back down. Spud's in the midst of a change, but Hansen's able to get there and at least hold it up along the wall till Salvold can come help her out. Salvold trying to put it across the other way. Bruschi has it. Bruschi dumps it to the corner, kind of like a turnover there because it's not bumped in deep enough, and Brainerd's able to clear. Now Strami comes up with it. She's going to turn up the ice. Still going up the ice is Strami. Still with the puck is Strami. Strami's going to take a shot and put it onto the midsection of the goaltender. 4:20 left here in the third. Brewski's going to line up for Brainerd. Or excuse me, Brewski for the Spuds, Bailiff for Brainerd. Face-off is won by Brainerd as they bring it around. Hansen now putting pressure on, turns it over. Salvold gets the puck. Salvold gets it out to Brewski. Brewski's going to fire and score. So a nice job there by the Brewski line to cause a turnover by Hansen. Nice pass by Salvold and Brewski. Seen it do it many times in her career. She buries it, and the Spuds are up 3-0 here in the third. 4:09 left here in the third period, and the Spuds with a commanding now 3-0 lead. On a rough night for the Spuds, just more so, not effort, just probably playing a little bit cleaner. Grammer with it now, gets it to Brewski. Brewski's going to turn the wheels on. She gets knocked down by Polkamp. Polkamp does a nice job of chipping it off the wall. Clute now with it, gets it to Grammer. Grammer gets it to Hansen. Hansen coming across the middle of the ice. She still has it. Hansen still with it, battling along the wall. So as I said before, goal scored by Brewski, assisted by Hansen and Salvold, and the Spuds lead it here 3-0. Brewski or Hansen trying to get it up to Corton, and does. Corton now to Salvold. Salvold's going to come in all alone. Will she finish? Oh, nice poke check there by Folden. And it's turned back behind the net by Brainerd, but Corton has nothing with it. She's going to get it. Holm going to give her a little help. Brainerd battling right in there as we're a little 2-on-2 action, but Holm's going to win it. Get it to Mose. Nice save again by Folden. Now Holm gets it over to Casabud. She fires. Nice save again. Turned away by Folden as she gets it back to the corner. Holm now with it along the wall. She gets tied up. Corton trying to get it out, and Corton wins it. Corton on her stick gets it to Holm. Holm slides it back to Bernstrom. Nice passing by the Spuds and a nice shot. And again, easy save, but great puck movement there by the Spuds. So on the Bert's Truck Equipment scoreboard, 2:44 remaining, 3-0 Spuds. Shots now 26-9 as we get to the last 3 minutes here, or 2:43 of the period. Bernstrom with it, gives it over to Holm. Holm makes a nice little move. Bumped off her stick, and Brainerd gets it, not clear. Bernstrom's going to try and bang it back, bounces off a couple bodies, but there's Casabud. She picks it up, she shoots, another save by Folden. Good hard shot there by Casabud. Now turned over to the Spuds, and they're going to bring it back out. Brainerd's going to do what they do. They dump it in deep. Crescent there for a little touch-up to Casabud. Casabud now with it as she comes through the middle of the ice. She's going to go. She comes in wide. She's got Mose with her and Malquist. Malquist is going to pull up, ends up on her stick. Tries to get it to Mose, but no avail. Now Mose with the puck. Tries to get it in deep. Can't do it. Heeneman now with it. She bumps it back over to Bernstrom, to Casabud. Dump now again, down towards the corner. Out to Casabud again at the blue line. Nice pass over to Bernstrom. She's going to fire. Blocked. Back to Casabud. She's going to fire. Another shot. Another shot. Heeneman has it on her stick. The goalie is down. The puck's still bouncing around. Malquist fires it up off the glass. Bernstrom now with it. Back to Casabud. Brainerd just tired out, and Folden's going to bail him out with another save. Her 27th of the night and 30th shot for the Spuds. So 1:24 left here in the third. Spuds with a commanding 3-0 lead. Brainerd a little on the heels there, but Folden does a nice job of getting a whistle. Polkamp now against Malquist, tied up along the ref's feet, but Stage is going to pick it out of there, and she's going to try and drive it down in low. Going hard, but Polkamp now has it on her stick. Polkamp's going to drive to the middle. She comes through on a 3-on-2 for Moorhead. She's got Lemure and Lemure with her. Back to Peyton. Oh, slid right across and just missed there. Stage with it now. She gets it to neutral ice. 1 minute left here in the third period. 3-0 Spuds as we get to the backside here of the last minute. 52 seconds remaining. Brewski now with it on her stick, and it's gonna go back out to neutral ice. Strami now with it. Turned over there, but Lucy Wilson's going to prevail. 37 seconds left, and Wilson will bring it back up. Tries to get it towards Brewski. That's going to go down the ice. So 30 seconds left here, 30.8 officially. And hopefully the Spuds can do their job to get Crescent another shutout. And for Brainerd, trying to get on the board here in the last 30 to gain a little momentum, probably for the next time that they play. Nice win there by Brewski. Over to Bernstrom, to Kossabud. Kossabud rings it around the boards. Salvavold gets it out to neutral ice. Brewski now with it. She gets around the ref and a couple other people, gets taken down, tries to get it over to Hansen. Now it's 15 seconds, and here comes Brainerd back up the ice. Bernstrom rides her out. Nice defensive play by Bernstrom as Brainerd tried to sneak up that side. As we get down to the last 5 seconds, and the puck will probably remain right where it needs to be for the Spuds. So to recap your game tonight, goals scored by Lucy Wilson in the first, or should say the second period. 2 second period goals scored by Lucy Wilson. A third period goal scored by Brewski. A shutout for Crescent. And assists went to Hansen and Salvavold on the Brewski goal. Assists went to Corton and Mose on Wilson's second goal. And her first goal of the night, assists were Heeneman and Malquist on a nice backdoor parked by Wilson as she buried it. So the Spuds will go to 9-1-1 on the season and add another section win to go 5-0. Brainerd will drop to 7-5, 3-3 in Section 8. Next game for your Spuds, a big one. Spuds hope to knock off Warroad, who they've had a little bit of troubles with over the last couple years. But again, 6 o'clock start. Your Moorhead Spuds will take on your number 6 ranked Moorhead Spuds will take on the number 3 ranked Warroad Warriors. That'll be Thursday right here at the Moorhead Sports Center. So to sign off here, your final on your Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, your Moorhead Spuds 3, Brainerd Warriors 0.